get right into it. Pastor Gary, how's it going this morning?
Doing well. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
That's right. Okay. So, got an amazing speaker coming to do a marriage conference, a Toogether marriage conference. Who you got coming?
Yeah, Joe McGee is coming. Joe has been doing marriage seminars and family seminars for 25 years. I first encountered him at a marriage seminar put on by Church of the Highlands, and most of our listeners are probably familiar with Church of the Highlands. They've got 25 campuses around Alabama and other places. But, you know, they bring in top-notch speakers and guests. And so my wife and I were privileged to hear Joe at one of their conferences. And I actually bought some of his videos, and we use them in our marriage class here. But when we started talking about what we could do for married couples in our church and our community, we thought, well, hey, he may not come here, but we're going to give it a try. And Joe is coming this week, Friday night, 7 o'clock here at Lake City on Spring Creek Drive, and as well as Saturday from 9 in the morning to about 2 in the afternoon. And this is going to include a lunch. And so we're really excited, not only for the couples that are part of our fellowship, but we're opening this up to the whole community and the county and beyond. And we're anticipating a lot of people from various churches taking advantage of this, Stephen.
I love it. Absolutely love it. I've been listening to this promo we've been running on the radio. Let me tell you, this guy, he sounds out there. He sounds fun. He sounds informational. Sounds like he's seen a thing or two.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. And, you know, and I think what some people even that know about him don't realize is he was married, I think, for almost 40 years to one wife, and his wife passed away, and he actually married again. So he's had 2 runs at this thing.
Wow.
And, yeah, Joe is one of the funniest guys you'll hear, and he'll get you laughing, and then he'll make a point. He'll get you laughing again, and he'll make a point.
Right.
And that way our defenses go down, and we're really able to hear the truth. And
yeah.
So I'm really excited about it. He's going to be doing a session on Friday night, and then he'll be doing several sessions on Saturday morning. And by the way, we do have child care all the way up, you know, to through elementary. And so we encourage you, if grandma and grandpa can't keep the kids, we do have arrangements for them, and they're going to have a good time. We're going to feed them as well on Saturday. And but Friday night and Saturday, we will have child care all the way through the conference. And so feel free to come. It's $25 per couple, which really just helps us cover the meal and cover some of the other things. We've got some little gifts for everybody that's involved. It's going to be really neat, and helps us just cover some of our expenses. But, you know, we're excited because Joe is one of those guys that will help us see some of the weaknesses in our relationships, but not in a threatening way. I gave our congregation 4 or 5 reasons yesterday. The why. Wanted to answer the why question, Stephen. You know, why should you spend your Friday night and most of your Saturday listening to this guy talk? Well, one reason is because you'll discover you're not alone in some of the struggles you may feel secretly in your heart with your own relationship. Another reason is you're going to hear a biblical strategy to deal with some of the struggles. And on the promo we have on the radio, Stephen,
yeah.
He says you got to learn that you have to build a life and you have to build a marriage. And that reminds me of something my dad told me when I was a kid. He said, son, marriage is work.
Yeah.
And I always heard him say that, and I thought, okay. But it wasn't until I was married that I realized what he was talking about. You know, you got 2 totally separate people, regardless of how compatible you are.
Yeah.
You're still 2 totally different, unique individuals, and blending those into one, like the Bible talks about us being one flesh, blending those together, sometimes it takes effort.
Yeah.
And Joe is really going to help us with that. But not only are you going to learn some biblical strategy, it's going to give you hope that you can improve your relationship. And who among us doesn't want a better, more fulfilling, enjoyable marriage?
Yeah.
And so my wife and I will have been married 38 years in August, but I anticipate learning something. I anticipate it enhancing our relationship and making it even better. And so, but the final thing is you're going to have a a blast. You're going to have fun. You're going to laugh till your sides hurt, and it's just going to be a great time. And so if you just need some comic relief, if you think you have the perfect marriage and nothing is there to improve, then just come for the laughs. It's going to be great.
I love how you've even put the feelers out there to these younger couples, the ones that are thinking about getting married. I mean, what better way to get started than with these kinds of truths from a seasoned veteran of relationships?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, hey, those of you that are married, if you can just remember back when you were dating and you were in love and you thought that love was enough, and then, a few years into the marriage, you realized that love was definitely the right foundation, but you had to build some stuff on the foundation. And so, I really believe that if a young adult that you may not even have a potential spouse, you may not be engaged, you may not even be, have a consistent relationship with someone yet, but you want to learn about marriage, this would be a great investment of your time. Like I said, even if you left here thinking, I'm not sure I understand any of that yet, you're going to have fun.
Yeah.
And so, we're encouraging the young adults in our church, the single young adults, to come. Anybody that's married or wants to get married, you need to be here. That's what it boils down to.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So you can find out more about this, of course, on the church's website, lakecityag.org. When you go there, it's in the events section just underneath that main header. So you can click there for more information, even to register. So it's the Toogether Marriage Conference happening May 13th and 14th with Joe and McGee. Pastor Gary, thank you so much for coming by the studio today.
Well, thank you. And let me just say this, Stephen. If you want to talk with somebody and don't want to just look at the computer screen, our number here at the church is 256-582-8509, and you can contact us and talk with us about it. And we are located just behind Guntersville High School on Spring Creek Drive, and that's 5025 Spring Creek Drive in Guntersville. And we hope to see you here. Thank you.
Yep. All right. So tell you what, we're going to carry this on over to Facebook. I show you a promo of this as well. So if you want to check out more about it, of course, Facebook is where you can find us, 88.5 JFM for a little more information. All right. For radio, I got you another song right now. It's Stars Go Dim. Yes, he does. Right here on the Lifeline Morning Show. Thanks for hanging out with me. All right, Pastor Gary.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Yep.
Have a great day.
All right. You too. Okay, so here's that promo I was talking about. Want to make sure that you see it. So let me pop this up for you, make sure everything's working just right. And thanks again for hanging out with us. If you would, please go ahead and share this with as many people as possible. That way we can get this thing packed out. We love getting the word out about conferences and other things happening in our community, especially with our local churches. That's why this radio station's here. We are to be an asset to your church, no matter what church you are. So please, if you've got an event coming up, reach out to us. We definitely want to help you get the word out about it, okay? And we're developing great relationships with churches all throughout our area. And I know we reach into the 7 surrounding counties outside of Marshall, so there's a lot of churches, and we're wanting to work with each and every one of them. So keep that in mind if you would. And here, I want to play this promo for you. Joe McGee, he's a funny guy, and I think you're going to see it in this promo.
You can't tell me to shut up. I just did. Well, you can't say that. Shut up. So 3 years in our marriage, we're ready for a divorce. We hated each other's guts. I hate you. We say stuff I can't repeat in church. Now, we went to church. We go, lift our hand. Sean and I, he get old, and man, praise God. We go home, and I'd sleep on the couch and sleep in bed. Shut up. You shut up. Because we didn't realize you don't find a marriage, you build one. You don't find a life, you build a life. It's about building things. So we had to make our mind. We got to start building this and quit tearing each other apart. We got to start saying what God says. To start with that, by the way, you had to shut your mouth. Life and death in the power of the tongue. Let no evil communication come out of your mouth unless that ministers grace to hear. The first thing we had to do is just stop talking ugly. We didn't say anything nice. We just wouldn't talk. We'd look. Somebody say something. We just stare back. What are you thinking? Nothing good. What is it? God bless you. Well, God bless you. God bless you.
So she's sitting next to me because all the women are in the kitchen, all the men in the living room watching the football game, dinner's over. And so every now and then a man would holler as well, "Hey, sugar, bring me a piece of apple pie." Hey, honey, bring me another cup of coffee. And those women would wait on those men hand and foot. I've been watching that. Yeah, when I get married, come on. So I'm sitting there next to Lisa, and so there's a commercial. I said, honey, would you go in the kitchen and get me a piece of pecan pie? And Lisa just looked at me real nice and said, get up and get it yourself. And all the men turned and looked at me. And she said as I got it, and by the way, don't get as big a piece this time, Joe. You're getting kind of portly. And on the way back, Joe, bring me a cup of coffee. Yeah, there's a whole seminar goes with that.
Hey guys, this is Joe McGee. We've been traveling across America for the last 25 years doing seminars on marriage, parenting, men, money, and family. We're coming to your church. God has a great plan for you and your family, and we're going to help you get there. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be a fun time. See you soon.
And that's it. That is the marriage conference. The Toogether Marriage Conference is coming to Lake City Assembly of God. Yep, that's happening starting this Friday night. So more information, of course, can be found right there on Lake City's website, lakecityag.org, or the church phone number, 256-582-8509. Press 1 to talk to the secretary, and there you go. All right, so I hope you come out, and tell you what, if you would, do us a huge favor. Share this with as many people as possible. We want to get the word out about this, get this thing packed out, get a lot of marriages feeling the love again. Maybe, the love has been lost for a little while. Well, this will definitely spark a fire. So there you go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on the Lifeline Morning Show. And hey, remember, you can always stream us online. Listen to us from wherever you happen to be at 885jfm.com. Just click that On Now button. All right. That's it for me for today. Tell you what, if you're not doing anything, you want to listen to some great music, maybe some good messages, hope, and encouragement, tune us in. 88.5 JFM. Thank you. Have a great day.